Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Tuesday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the last half of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. I will also have the very latest with Hurricane Francine and where she could be headed. So without further ado, let's get things started as I begin with my National Day calendar segment. Today, of course, was World Suicide Prevention Day. That's my featured National Day holiday for this Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. Observed each year on this day. Observed each year on this day. World Suicide Prevention Day aims to promote ways to prevent suicide. The International Association for Suicide Prevention, or IASP, organizes the observance. The numbers on suicide are grim. Each year, about 47,000 people die by suicide in the United States. That means suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the country. On average, 129 suicides occur in the United States per day. About 1.4 million people attempt suicide each year. Suicide is a global phenomenon. Throughout the world, suicide is a global phenomenon. Throughout the world, 800,000 people die each year by taking their own life. Among 15 to 29-year-olds, suicide is the leading cause of death. Multiple risk factors impact causes for suicide. The leading risk factors include mental illness, inability to cope with life stressors, and chronic pain and illness. Some of the most vulnerable groups for committing suicide include refugees, prisoners, and those in the LGBT community. Another vulnerable group, bullied kids. The sad thing is suicide is entirely preventable. Reducing access to firearms and medications is one way to prevent it. Other methods include early care for the mentally ill, school-based interventions, and training health workers to assess and manage suicidal behavior. The strongest risk factor for committing suicide is a previous suicide attempt. Because of this, follow-up care and support for those who have attempted suicide are crucial. Key collaborators for suicide prevention include faith community members, educators, parents, substance abuse services, social services, and mental health organizations. Here's how to observe. Besides the IASP, the World Health Organization plays a key role in promoting World Suicide Prevention Day. Some of the events held in each year include launching government initiatives to prevent suicide, holding conferences, lectures, and educational seminars, holding memorial services for those who have died from suicide, organizing cultural spiritual events, offering training courses to prevent suicide. To take part in World Suicide Prevention Day, take a minute to educate yourself about suicide prevention. You can do this by reading the World Suicide Prevention Day document. You can also take part in the Light a Candle event. Simply light a candle near a window at 8 p.m. Of course, I know it's way past 8 p.m. It is 11:22 p.m. This candle shows support for suicide prevention. You can also light the candle to remember a lost loved one. Show your support, remember a lost loved one, or spread awareness by using hashtag World Suicide Prevention Day on social media. IASP organized the first World Suicide Prevention Day since 2000. IASP organized the first World Suicide Prevention Day since 2003. Shortly after, WHO began co-sponsoring events for suicide awareness and prevention. The theme that year was suicide can be prevented. Other themes throughout the years have included saving lives, restoring hope, connect, communicate, care, and working together to prevent suicide. Today, nearly 70 countries join together to bring awareness to suicide prevention. And I'm going to look up and see what this year's suicide prevention theme has become. So this year's So this year's World Suicide Prevention Day theme is changing the narrative on suicide. So it was established in 2023. So this year's suicide prevention. So this year's World Suicide Prevention. This year's World Suicide Prevention Day theme is changing the narrative on suicide. So of course, just a couple of years ago, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, the 988 code was launched. So if you know someone that's thinking about, if you know someone that has such odd thoughts, as if you know someone that is in serious need, that's having odd thoughts, or that is in need of serious help, you can call or text 988 to reach a trained crisis counselor for free. Confidential support right away. And also there's the established the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline for new. So, or also for anything else, you can visit findsupport.org or call 1-800-662-4357. Of course, you can find out ways. So this is my message. If any of you out there or ever think of, if you know someone that is in need of help, that if you know someone that is in need of help, and just remember that number, and let us pray that, and let us pray for those that need it. So the 988 hotline. That's my main message to you folks out there. That's part of my National Day calendar segment for tonight. So again, visit findsupport.gov or call 1-800-662-4357. If you know someone that is in need of any help, or that seems to, if you know someone that has if you know someone, again, if you know someone, like if you know someone that feels like that think that something is not going right in their life, just recommend this number to them. Again, findsupport.gov, or here's the number, 1-800-662-4357. Okay, other National Day holidays. Okay, other National Day calendar holidays from today include, today was National Answer Log Day, National TV Dinner Day. Also today was National Swap Ideas Day, here on this second Tuesday of September. And of course, here's the famous birthdays. People who have celebrated birthdays here on Tuesday, September 10th. Of course, the sign of the zodiac is all Virgos, who have celebrated a birthday here today. Today, comedian Matt Rife turns 29. Pop singer Jack Galinsky turns 28. Soccer player Jack Grealish turns 29. Gymnast Ian Gunther turns 25. Soccer player Sam Kerr turns 31. Bassist Mikey Way turns 44. Also, dancer Misty Copeland turns 42. Movie actor Colin Firth turns 64. Pop singer rapper Sheck West turns 26. Singer and actress TV actor Cammy McFadden turns 28. Movie actress Emmy Perry turns 20. Movie actor Ryan Phillippe turns 50. And pop singer Elise turns 26. Also, rapper Big Daddy Kane turns 56. Legendary golfer Arnold Palmer today would have turned 95. He passed away back in 2016. Entrepreneur Jack Ma turns 60. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. Baseball player Joey Votto turns 41. And rapper Moray turns 31. So those are all your famous birthdays from today's date, September 10th, 2024. And now let's get our attention focused on some of the most important weather headlines that some of the most important headlines that could be having impacts to at least portions of our region. Of course, our attention here on this Tuesday night is being strictly focused on Hurricane Francine. So this is the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center, the forecast update. This is where Francine is located right now out in the waters in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. Hurricane Francine will continue to move north and east towards the southeast Louisiana coast, making landfall during the late afternoon, early evening hours on Wednesday. So as we know, Francine has strengthened into a hurricane. Francine is now a hurricane. Maximum sustained winds as of 10 p.m. tonight remain at 75 miles per hour, with additional strengthening expected through Wednesday morning. That's tomorrow. Hurricane Francine continues to move northeast at 10 miles per hour, with a faster northeast motion expected tonight into Wednesday. The present forecast calls for a landfall late Wednesday afternoon, early evening, moving inland and overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning. Here are the impacts on Architects region. The most likely impact will be the potential for some heavy rainfall and localized flooding beginning early Wednesday and continuing to early Thursday across portions of north central and northeast Louisiana. Wind or isolated tornado impacts will greatly depend on the track of the system after it moves inland. For more info, visit nhc.noaa.gov and weather.gov/shd/. And here's how much rainfall we could be expected from Francine. My forecast says that we could get at least close to anywhere between 1.5 to 2 inches. So we could possibly, the further north and west you go, the lesser impacts of Francine will be felt. The further east you go, the greater the impacts will be. Highest rainfall totals are forecast across north central and northeast Louisiana. These amounts may change depending on the track Francine takes after moving inland Wednesday afternoon. Rain chances to increase overnight as Francine approaches the northern Gulf Coast. Warmer overnight low temperatures tonight across the four-state region as moisture associated with Hurricane Francine moves northward into the region. Low temperatures will range from the middle 60s to the north to the lower and middle 70s to the south. And of course, as of right now, here in our immediate area, we are not under a watch or warning. But the further south you go, is the hurricane local statements in portions of deep East Texas, especially south of us, and also in portions of central and western Louisiana. And also the further southeast you go, like towards the Louisiana/Mississippi border, is under both a tropical storm watch and a tropical storm warning. And flood watches could be found even further south. So not a lot is happening here on this Tuesday night other than the spotty showers. And of course, the rains that you see is all the rains that's being associated with the incoming impacts of Francine. That's where most of the rains are being found. And you'll find the vast majority of this rain mainly across central in north central and eastern Louisiana. So we need to pray for our loved ones that are likely going to be impacted by the significant storm. And of course, look on the regional radar. All the rain that's being associated with all of that is what you find from what is now Hurricane Francine, along from the Texas Gulf Coast, so like south of the Houston Galveston area, and heavier rains along the Texas Gulf Coast coming into across Louisiana, and of course, of course, I will let you guys know exactly how much rain we could be expecting from Francine during the day tomorrow, and of course, the heavier rains, the further, especially across our capital city of Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and also portions of central and southern Mississippi along the Mississippi Gulf Coast and going into Alabama, particularly along the Mobile area and well into the Florida Panhandle. So that's where the heaviest of the rain is being associated tonight with Francine. So that's where the heaviest of the rain is being concentrated on. Now, of course, this is what you're seeing right now. This is where Francine is currently located along with a stationary upper level low. And of course, you have the ridges of high pressure well to the north of it. That's likely going to receive the least impacts from Francine. So folks, now this is going to be a serious storm across portions of our state, and Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry has already declared the entire state a state of emergency. Of course, excuse me. Of course, now today we've seen now we started off with pleasantly mild temperatures early this Tuesday morning, but it was still mild, but not as cool as we were yesterday morning across the vast majority of the area. We've seen lots in terms of clouds, and of course we've seen humidity and moisture, lots of humidity and dew point levels increasing. And of course, temperature outside on this Tuesday night is we're seeing a few showers. We're actually seeing a few showers on this impact of. We're seeing a few showers here on this Tuesday night. That's all being associated with Francine. Because I was expecting a few late evening showers tonight. Temperature outside right now is 79 degrees with periods of with light. Temperature outside on this Tuesday night is 79 degrees with light rain in the area. Humidity is 74%. Temperature outside here on this Tuesday night is 79 degrees with light rain in the area. Winds are from the east at 9 miles per hour. Humidity is 74%. Dew point is 70 degrees. So this time last night, and of course that's what. And heat index, what it feels like, is 82 degrees, and barometric pressure is at 29.94 inches of mercury. And of course, the dew point degree it is a lot more humid and it's a lot more moist outside than it was this time last night. So we started this morning off with weather still comfortable and weather pleasant this morning, but humidity levels and dew point levels have increased. So it is a lot more humid outside this time tonight than it was compared to what it was this time last night. So it is a lot more moist and humid out there tonight, and we're actually seeing a few showers. So here's what could be on the way within the next few days. Rain will increase in coverage across the 4-state region Wednesday into Thursday as Tropical Storm Francine makes landfall along the Gulf Coast. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, which could be heavy at times, will be possible across south central Arkansas and much of northeast and north central Louisiana. This may result in a threat for flooding. In addition, gusty winds will be possible and a couple of tornadoes cannot be ruled out, especially northeast and east of the center of Francine. The hazardous weather threat from Francine should end Thursday afternoon. Francine continues to move northeastward across the western Gulf Coast. Tropical storm Binka forms north of Guam. Francine remains on track to make landfall in southern Louisiana on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Life-threatening storm surge, considerable flash and urban flooding, hurricane force winds, and tornadoes are expected along the Louisiana and Mississippi. Hurricane remains on track to make landfall in southern Louisiana on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Life-threatening storm surge, considerable flash and urban flooding, Hurricane force winds and tornadoes are expected along the Louisiana and Mississippi coastlines. Heavy showers and gusty winds are likely across Guam through Wednesday night as a result of Tropical Storm Babinka. So it looks like that. So now I'll give you guys the very latest on what is now Hurricane Francine, the season 6 named storm. Now here's what the very latest on Hurricane Francine. So Hurricane Francine is an active tropical cyclone that is impacting Mexico in the United States. Excuse me. Hurricane Francine is an active tropical cyclone that is impacting Mexico in the United States during this month. Francine is the 6th named storm and 4th hurricane of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. On August 26th, the National Hurricane Center noted that a low-pressure area could form in the central tropical Atlantic. 2 days later, they began tracking a tropical wave producing disorganized showers. Initially, showers from the wave were a bit more concentrated along its axis, becoming more organized by August 31st. However, an unconducive environment for development caused the wave to become disorganized. Several days later, within a week later, on Saturday, September 7th, the wave crossed into the Bay of Campeche, becoming a low-pressure area the next day, which would be Sunday, September 8th. As a result, a few hours later, it was designated as potential tropical cyclone 6 on September 8th. Higher wind gusts in the system were enhanced by a barrier jet near the Sierra Madre Oriental. Early the next day, which would be yesterday's date, Monday, September 9th, the disturbance intensified into Tropical Storm Francine as the system meandered in the Gulf. Its track trended east due to high pressure in Florida. So as the system meandered in the Gulf, its track trended east due to a high pressure system in Florida. So in Texas, South Texas has been placed under a tropical storm warning as Francine. South Texas was placed under a tropical storm warning as Francine approached. Galveston County raised their emergency management facilities level to 2. In Louisiana, hurricane warnings were issued from Sabine Pass to Morgan City. Louisiana was placed under a state of emergency by Governor Jeff Landry. Several school districts in Louisiana are closed in preparation for Francine, including Northwestern State University in Natchitoches, as well as all of its campuses. Mandatory evacuations were issued for Grand Isle, Lafitte, and Barataria. St. Mary and Terrebonne parishes raised their floodgates. Iberia Parish began distributing sandbags. The coast of Mississippi has been placed under a tropical storm warning. By Monday, September 9th, during the day yesterday in Texas, Port O'Connor was experiencing conditions from flooding. So here is the organization of Francine east of Mexico earlier today. And that is what you see right there is Francine's track currently. That's exactly where Francine is located. Again, that's this organizing east of Mexico. Just giving you guys the latest updates on what is now Hurricane Francine. So as of right now, so again, Francine is a category, as of right now, is a Category 1 storm. It is likely to strengthen to become a Category 2. And then from there, it is expected to make landfall sometime during the day tomorrow. And of course, I will keep you guys updated. So again, here is the very latest info. Here's the latest. Here's the very latest of what you are needing to know about Francine. So, as of right now, Category 1. As of right now, Hurricane Francine, a Category 1 storm. As of right now, Hurricane Francine, a Category 1 storm, is located approximately 185 miles from the mouth of the Rio Grande. So it is it will be somewhere located between Corpus Christi and Victoria, Texas. Maximum sustained winds are 75 miles per hour with gusts up to 85 miles per hour. The system is moving from the northeast at 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure from this is at 28.94 inches of mercury. And it's expected to reach the Louisiana coastline at some point during the day tomorrow as a Category 2 storm, and then make landfall and then gradually show signs of weakening. So, just because Francine's path is miles and miles eastward away from the Shreveport Bossier City metro area, like folks across central, east, and southern Louisiana, the vast majority of the state of Louisiana should be more concerned with this tropical system. So especially across Alexandria, Lafayette, New Orleans, like Baton Rouge, New Orleans, elsewhere across Louisiana. Now, just because Francine's track is the main path of Francine's track, I mean, do not focus on exactly where Francine's path is actually going to go. Just because we're going to see slightly lesser impacts from Francine, we will still not be exempt from receiving the heavy rainfall. So, but regardless, we could likely get strong winds, rain and strong winds from Francine. Of course, all during the day, yesterday and today, you've been hearing the news and weather reports on based upon what happens with Francine. So tonight, expect a few showers in parts of the area overnight. Otherwise, skies will be cloudy with a low temperature of 74 degrees. So once again, because of this, temperatures will not drop. Temperatures will definitely not drop as much tonight. So we're definitely going to be much warmer than we have been, at least during the past couple of days. Tomorrow morning, low temperature tonight 74 degrees. We have an east wind at 8 miles per hour. We could see gusts up to 23 miles per hour depending on how strong the winds become. And of course, chance of rain at 40%. Now tomorrow during the day, definitely it will not be as warm today because we'll have clouds and rain around that's being associated with Francine. It would be mostly cloudy and humid with the few thunderstorms here and there. High temperature only 78 degrees with an east wind at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. It looks like that, but the winds we'll see. Now the winds become stronger tomorrow night with an east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. But we could see gusts up to 23 miles per hour. Outer rain bands from Francine will be impacting the area especially tomorrow night. So actually, I'm expecting this time tomorrow night, we could see we could see the lasting, the lingering effects from Francine tomorrow night. That's when we're going to see the heaviest. And of course, I'll let you guys know when the effects of Francine should move away from the area. So again during the overnight hours tonight, we should expect mainly cloudy skies with a few showers with a few showers here and there, with low temperatures mostly in the mid 70s. So temperatures are not going to drop much overnight tonight. We'll start off tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with the temperature 75 degrees with cloudy skies. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning with cloud cover, we should be at 76 degrees. Noon tomorrow with thunderstorms arriving, we should be at 76 degrees with skies remaining cloudy. Of course, during the day tomorrow, don't forget those umbrellas. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, skies will be cloudy with a temperature of 75 degrees. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, skies will remain cloudy with a temperature of 73 degrees. At 9 p.m. tomorrow night, we should see periods of rain from Francine tomorrow night with a temperature of 72 degrees. So, actually the rains are going. Actually, we should start to see the much heavier rains. The much heavier rains from Francine will actually happen tomorrow night. Now, here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So after low temperature night, 74 degrees, with the few showers in the area, it will be cloudy with a few showers tonight. The low temperature 74 degrees. Tomorrow going into your Wednesday will be mostly cloudy. It will not be as warm, but it will be Mostly cloudy and humid with a few thunderstorms here and there with the high of 78, low of 70. So because we'll have more cloud cover around and periods of off and on rain, especially from Francine, we will not see temperatures warming much during the day tomorrow at all. And by the way, tomorrow is the 23rd anniversary of the terror attacks on 9/11. So tomorrow we will, as we pause and remember the terror attacks from September 11, 2001. So tomorrow it will be mostly cloudy and humid with a few showers and thunderstorms likely with the high of 78, low of 70. Winds will be from the east at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. Of course, this is all going to be what's associated with Francine. Thursday, as the effects from Francine move away from the area, we'll just be left with lots of clouds during the day on Thursday. With the high of 83, low of 65, winds will be from the north at 9 miles per hour. Chance of rain 10%. So I'm not expecting as much rain on Thursday, as the heaviest of the rains from Francine will likely be in the area tomorrow night. Now we're going to your Friday. Sunshine returns. Not only that, but sunshine returns Friday, but temperatures will be much warmer. So we quickly get back to summer as we wrap up the week. As we go into your Friday, it will be sunny and warmer with the high of 96, low of 70. It will be warmer with sunshine for your Friday with the high of 96, low of 70. Winds will be from the west-southwest at 6 miles per hour and no rains expected. But and also the upcoming weekend going to your Saturday, it should definitely be more summer like it would be, mostly sunny, hot and humid. Just remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. No, summer's not over with yet, so this upcoming weekend we should get our last taste of summer in the area. So it'll be mostly sunny, hot and humid with the high of 98, low of 71. Maybe a slight chance of a shower, thunderstorm or two is possible. Winds will be from the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Now Sunday would be very warm and humid. It would be partly cloudy, very warm and humid with at least with showers and with the chance of showers and thunderstorms. Especially late in the evening. So we could close out the weekend with at least a decent rain chance. High of 93, low of 72. Winds will be from the south-southeast at 6 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. And of course, we go into your Monday. It will be partly cloudy and humid with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms possible. High of 90, low of 71. Winds will be from the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Chance of rain 20%. Then by Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy and it will be humid with partly cloudy skies. High of 88, low of 72. Winds will be from the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour and no rains expected. So it looks like that going into the latter part of the weekend to the weekend, it appears that summer just isn't gonna disappear. So we've had our preview of fall over the weekend. Now we're getting back to summer. It looks like the humidity is gonna be with us for quite some time, even toward the middle of next week, unless there's a gradual change to the forecast in the coming days. So towards the middle of next week, it will be partly cloudy and humid. It would be mainly sunny with highs in the low 90s and no rains expected. Thursday of next week is looking sunny and quite warm with highs in the low 90s and no rains expected. And towards the end of next week, as of right now, towards the end of next week, which will be Friday the 20th, it will be mainly sunny with highs in the upper 80s and no rains expected. So, our main weather concern within at least the next 24 to 36 hours is the effects of Francine. So Francine will likely be taking a toll on our weather, mostly during the day tomorrow. So mostly during the day tomorrow. So and also tomorrow is going to, so also because with clouds and rain associated with Francine, temperatures will we will see temperatures well below normal for this time of year. So clouds and rain associated with Francine will hold temperatures down during the day. So we had a high temperature of we had a high temperature that we reached the low 90s earlier today here in Shreveport. It won't be that warm tomorrow because we have clouds and rain associated with Francine. Now, I'm going to keep you guys up to date. So, tomorrow, with clouds and rain associated with Francine, we'll only have highs in the upper 70s, which is way below normal for this time of year. So, the further, the closer, of course, of course, on Thursday, tomorrow with clouds and rain associated with Francine, we'll only have highs in the upper 70s. But the warming trend begins on Thursday so tomorrow for your Wednesday with clouds and rain associated with Francine, we'll only have highs in the upper 70s, which is way below normal for this time of year. We should still at least be in the low 90s for this time of year. Thursday, once the effects of Francine move away from the area, we quickly get back to warming with highs reaching the low 80s for Thursday, still below normal for this time of year, but we get much warmer going to your Friday with the return of sunshine. We'll at least be mostly in the mid to upper 90s we'll be at least in the mid to upper 90s for Friday and Saturday, and then we'll stay in the low 90s. We'll have highs and stay in the 90s for daytime highs for Sunday and Monday, and then Tuesday we'll lower back down somewhat into the upper 80s. So, with the exception of tomorrow, our high temperatures will be with the exception of tomorrow and Thursday, our high temperatures will be mainly at or above normal. Now your rain chances, 90% tomorrow. Of course, that's going to be the heaviest rain chance. That's going to be associated with Francine. Of course, we could be getting at least over an inch up to possibly 2 inches of rain out of it. Only at 10%. So tomorrow, with the associated with Francine, I'll have a 9% chance tomorrow. That's going to be associated with the effects of Francine. Only 10% for Thursday. We dry out Friday with no rain expected. But rain chances could be returning for the upcoming weekend. 20% Saturday, 50% Sunday, 20% Monday. It looks like going into Tuesday and maybe toward the remainder of next week, it should be mainly dry with no rain expected. So, estimated rainfall amounts between now and early next week. So, we have another possible heavy rain event coming towards the weekend, late in the weekend, especially on Sunday. So, the heaviest of the rain is likely going to impact the area tomorrow going into your Wednesday. The effects of Francine. So we could be expecting at least anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain between now and early next week. So of course this would be very beneficial, but we just have to keep our fingers crossed to find out what happens with Francine. Pray for those that may. Now the greater the stronger the winds or the heavier the rains, the closer you are to Francine's path, then power outage could be a major concern. So just be prepared for the possibility of what the effects of Francine could do. So of course the strong winds, now we could get some strong winds associated with Francine, which may result in a few power outages. That could last for days. So we just have to be prepared. Make sure all your devices you're charged, smartphones, laptop, PCs, and tablets, and also check up on relatives, friends, and neighbors. So excuse me, check up on relatives, friends, neighbors, and relatives. So I just thought I'd give you guys the very latest of the updates on Francine. I will continue to keep you guys updated in tomorrow night's video about Francine. Also, earlier tonight, did any of you watch the historical presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris? I watched every minute of it. So again, I will keep you guys I will keep you guys posted with the very latest on Francine throughout tomorrow as we go into your Wednesday, and how much rain we have seen. Also have a preview of our very warm to rather hot ending to the weekend, our very warm to rather hot and dry ending to the week. So just keep you guys just keep you guys in the know. Guys, totally prepared. Apologize for the noise in the background. Keep you guys totally aware and fully prepared with what could be happening with Francine in the coming days. Well, that will be just about all that I have for you guys here on this Tuesday night. And once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here for tonight. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.